best news headquarters in the world. This is Breaking News, a recap. All of today's news from yesterday. Good evening and welcome to Breaking News, a recap. I'm your host, Wesley Newfarmer, and I'm joined by the woman they employed to increase our ratings in the female demographic, Jessica Pratt.
This coming from the guy who thinks Smells Like Booze would be a great name for a men's cologne.
4 wives and numerous interns shows I must be doing something right.
Unbelievable.
You know, when you get like that, you are cute as a zipper sometimes.
Do you know what? It's cute as a button, and I would
In this edition of
appreciate-
Breaking News, we'll be focusing on the US and the investigation into Russian influence that elected he who must not be named. To help make things as clear as possible, we're joined in the studio by veteran political reporter and all-round nice guy, Rami Boraie. Welcome, Rami.
Thank you, Wesley. Jessica. Tonight, I'm here to guide your audience through the constantly developing story of corruption, secret plots, and people who can't seem to remember facts. We'll start by identifying the players. Firstly, we have Donald Trump. He started...
Sorry, Rami, you don't need to explain who he is. I just ate.
Next, we have James Comey.
Ah, yes, the frontrunner to fill Pierce Brosnan's most famous role in the reboot of the film Mrs. Doubtfire.
Not quite. He's the former FBI director fired by Trump because he refused to drop the whole Russia thing.
And insisted on singing ABBA tunes.
I did not know that.
You heard it here first.
The next big player is Jeff Sessions.
Who, as the misfit Christmas elf, was working in Santa's workshop, befriended Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and subsequently saved Christmas.
Yeah, no, you guys are definitely confused. Jeff Sessions is the Attorney General accused of having meetings with Russian officials during the campaign. The person you're referring to is a stop-motion elf from a children's Christmas carol. Hermie, I believe his name is. But, now that you say it...
You're welcome.
All right, let's get back to this. The next big player is Robert Mueller. He's a special counsel appointed by the Justice Department to lead his own investigation into all of this.
A true man of honor and honesty. In fact, I think we have some footage of him in action.
If your obstruction allows a massacre to happen, I will crucify you.
Look, guys, this is serious stuff. Mueller is now going to formally investigate Trump for obstruction of justice because Trump fired Comey because he refused to go public say that Trump wasn't under investigation, which a few months ago he wasn't. But because his hot head can't seem to contain his ego, he went and fired Comey, which led to testifying to the Senate committee and to Mueller. Then Sessions testifies, told everybody he couldn't recall anything or wouldn't share, and now Mueller has decided to put Trump in the exact position that he bragged about not being in the first place, under investigation. And to the fact that Trump's son-in-law and, great Wes Anderson impersonator, Jared Kushner, will be investigated as part of all of this as well. 13 extra lawyers are being added to the council, and every major news network suspended programming to broadcast the Comey hearing, showing that this, whatever it is likely the new OJ trial, but with less racial undertones and gloves that don't fit.
I once met O.J. Simpson at a charity event once. Nice guy. Tender heart.
While Rami catches his breath, let's cross over to Kirin for sport.
Forget politics, guys. The big news this week is in the world of sport. First, Pakistan took out the coveted ICC Champions Trophy, beating India by 180 runs. The Golden State Warriors beat the Cleveland Cavaliers 4-1 to win the NBA championship, while the Pittsburgh Penguins were once again crowned Stanley Cup champions. But the biggest story of the week has to go to this poor guy who proposed to his girlfriend on the field during a Columbia Fireflies baseball game, only to have her grab her purse and leave him high and dry.
Sounds like that fella could have used a spot of my signature cologne. Smells like booze. Thank you, Kirin, for that brilliant report as always. Well, that's all the time we have for today. If you liked our show, please share amongst your friends. If you didn't, maybe this will help.
Join us next week for more breaking news a few days after it actually happens.
I don't like how smart he is.
I'm smart enough to hear you.
See?